one thing we didn't do in the video that I uploaded on YouTube, in regards to the match list for the showcase, was talk about why they ended up picking each match, because they pretty much list it here in the ringside report for the number 2, that is. So I do want to go over their reasoning. At the end of the day, it's their reasoning, not ours. A lot of people want Carlito, but he's not under contract. He's not considered a legend, and they didn't go out of their way to sign him just for the game. There's no exclusive deal there that they got done in time for the game, I guess. And then Bray Wyatt, he's obviously now in WWE, but he wasn't in WWE when they were working on this showcase. So at the end of the day, they'll add Bray Wyatt through DLC, but it'll be a little too late for the showcase itself. So yes, we get it. John Cena is the face, man, the C Nation, if you will, the brand, the franchise. We get it. Now we have to beat him. So why did they pick these guys? Kurt Angle. Angle gloats about beating everybody, issues an open challenge. We remember seeing that. Well, at least I do. I was about 12 years old. A young unknown name, John Cena, answers the challenge, looking to make a great first impression with the WWE Universe. Now, of course, they had to pick this match. This was an obvious choice. This was the beginning for John Cena's career. And for me, I'm really happy because we're getting that SmackDown fist. So I'm really happy about the arena. That's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to with this showcase is the arenas that we're getting from it, that they selected, are really cool and fun. So that's one positive spin to it, if you're not happy about the actual list itself. So for match number 2 on the list, we got John Cena versus Batista. It's a modern-day version of Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior, as two of WWE's most powerful forces colliding at SummerSlam. Hey, I never really looked at it that way, but that's actually, a nice spin to it. That is true. John Cena is looked at as, the modern-day Hogan. And I don't know if Batista was the modern-day Warrior, but at the end of the day, Hogan and Warrior were two big stars at that time. And they did clash, and it was, a box office draw. So that's a good comparison. I didn't even think of that. The two drew parallels constantly, with both winning their first world championship at WrestleMania 21. 3 years later, they look to find out who the better man truly is. That's really dope. I'm a big Batista fan, so obviously this is something that I'm really going to be excited about. Full disclaimer, I'm a little biased. I get it. And then the next match that they have listed here is SummerSlam 2006 with Edge. I love the SummerSlam arenas, so the more SummerSlam arenas, the better. Edge has done everything he can to hold onto the title in nefarious ways. At SummerSlam, if he's disqualified, he loses the WWE Championship. A rivalry that has raged for 7 months continues as Edge looks to prove he's got the inside track to defeating Cena. I get it. Edge was one of the bigger adversaries in John Cena's career. Again, it's understandable. But the reason for them having 2 matches of Edge instead of, Miz, Sheamus, Kevin Owens, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy at the end of the day. And if they were going to do multiple matches and they were going to double dip, then at least give us more than just 14 matches. Which I'm still holding off, thinking there's a hidden match somewhere along the lines. We may get 15, 16 matches. Who knows? I don't know. I'm keeping my hopes up. New Year's Revolution 2006. That's cool too. That's a dope arena, in my opinion. John Cena versus Edge. The historic first ever cash-in of the Money in the Bank briefcase. So obviously, John Cena loses after getting cashed in on in a surprise cash-in, but you see why they put this match here. It makes perfect sense. An exhausted John Cena is forced into defending his championship immediately after surviving the Elimination Chamber. That's the same thing that happened when Batista came back and Vince McMahon forced him to defend the title against Batista. Except Batista didn't really have the Money in the Bank briefcase, but it was the same scenario, just with Vince McMahon in it. And I know everyone, when they think of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, they're thinking about CM Punk versus John Cena. CM Punk is still in AEW. Come on, guys. Night of Champions 2008. Night of Champions was one of my favorite pay-per-views for a while. Every title had to be on the line, and I really like how they always had the championship banners, and it felt kind of like royalty, and that whole gimmick that they had for it was always fun, in my opinion. So Cena versus Triple H, we knew we had to see at least one Triple H match, and for me, I'm happy. We got Triple H with long hair. None of that freaking bogus excuse that he can only be in my faction. So I'm happy about this one as well. Cena made Triple H tap out at WrestleMania 22 to show he was on the level of the game. But at Night of Champions, Triple H looks to prove he can correct the mistake he made and get his victory back over Cena while defending his WWE Championship at the same time. Good choice there. Good choice. So for SummerSlam 2014, the squash match, when we saw the suplex after suplex after suplex, we're going to have to do it. Having conquered the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar feels absolutely unbeatable. As World Heavyweight Champion, John Cena knows that he's the only one left to keep Lesnar from completely dominating WWE. Spoiler alert. The World Heavyweight Champion, John Cena, gets demolished by Brock Lesnar. What up, Attires? That was crazy. So we got another SummerSlam pay-per-view here. Another arena here to celebrate SummerSlam. If anything, this is a showcase filled with SummerSlam. That's hilarious. Then we got John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, Backlash 03, which I'm excited about. I'm excited about this one specifically because we're getting retro 2003 Brock Lesnar and we're getting John Cena, which was, pretty much becoming, the doctor of thugonomics, or he was getting to that big, explosion while Brock Lesnar was the next big thing. John Cena gets his opportunity at the WWE Championship. Brock looks to turn back the challenge of a brash opponent who feels he deserves the opportunity. Okay. Vengeance 2003. Look at Jay with the $2. Let's go. Woo! Jay with the $2 dono. Thank you, my boy. John Cena versus Taker at Vengeance 2003. I love the Vengeance Arena. So another good one. So far, I see a lot of wins with the arenas, like I said. Cena has angered the Big Dog. The Big Dog. The Big Dog. Remember, they've been calling someone else the Big Dog lately. In an attempt to move up the ladder as quickly as possible. Undertaker, after having given Cena respect in the past, looks to show his kindness wasn't weakness, and that Cena's made a huge mistake in calling him out. Damn, in 2003, that was dope. Bill with the 5! Oh my God, we're going through the Ringside report, and we're getting all these donations. Thank you. You guys are awesome, bro. You guys are awesome. Thank you. All right, now this is one that a lot of people are excited about because we're getting bald-headed Randy. What up, Jabroni? We're getting bald-headed Randy here. In 2009, Hell in the Cell. Years-long rivalry shows no signs of burning out anytime soon, as Randy Orton and John Cena are locked inside the cell. Orton is a crazed and ferocious competitor as he looks to reclaim the championship from the man who took it away. I get it. SummerSlam yet again, this time 2021. A pretty decent rivalry, but a forgetful match, honestly. And that arena wasn't really all that. So that's probably the least favorite SummerSlam arena from the showcase. But we all know why they put this. This was John Cena's, last big match pretty much. He returned that Money in the Bank. He was letting Roman Reigns know that he wants another crack at the head of the table, and we already know what happened there. So now let's get into one of my favorite matches in this showcase, which I attended. I attended this match, ladies and gentlemen. I went to WrestleMania 28. John Cena versus The Rock. Attitude meets aggression when two eras collide. How about having The Miz, where the feud began, and The Rock attacked John Cena at WrestleMania? Food for thought. The Miz is already in the game. The Rock returns to WrestleMania competition after 8 years. Does he still have the electricity needed to shock Cena? Yes, he does. Spoiler alert. Bro, another SummerSlam pay-per-view. 2016. John Cena versus AJ Styles. A huge rematch after their first meeting ends under questionable circumstances. 5 years of bitterness boils to the top as AJ looks to prove he's every bit the generational talent that John Cena is known to be. And I see we have another dono from VJ. $2. 2K should have added Cena versus HBK. You're right, bro. Thank you for donating the 2 buckaroos. I see you. You're totally right. They should have added the HBK match as well. The Miz did beat Cena, so they should have done that one. But so AJ Styles versus Cena. They already got the AJ Styles gear wrong. This SummerSlam arena was all right, so whatever. You know, whatever. WrestleMania 34. Where John Cena was drinking beer in the crowd. Without a match at WrestleMania 34, Cena, there it is. There's a notification. I was wondering where it was. Thank you, VJ. Walking down the ramp like the people's champ. We're turning up right now. So at WrestleMania 34, Cena called out The Undertaker. Undertaker goes weeks without answering, leading many to wonder if he'll even show up for WrestleMania. That was a massive squash match. And then the last one on the list here, ECW One Night Stand 2006. That crowd was ridiculous. That arena was beautiful. I'm glad it's back in the game. RVD looks to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase with an incredible home ring advantage. RVD promised to rename the WWE title into the ECW title if he was victorious. Could Cena protect WWE from an extreme circumstance? No, he couldn't. Players can still earn rewards for simply winning the match, unlocking the next match, as well as arenas and championships, but completing objectives will yield more rewards. So we're going to get more goodies that are obviously hidden. And the 2K Showcase team is super excited, man. And so am I. At the end of the day, we can cry and say they didn't put this, they didn't put that. I get it. They missed out on the opportunity of adding other things that we would have all wanted to see in the game. But at the end of the day, let's be real, y'all. This showcase is one of the better ones we've had in quite some time. I'm excited for it. We're going to have a blast. I'm not going to be able to play it on stream because the footage is going to get copywritten. You already know. But let's get the conversation rolling and spin it around in a positive way. At the end of the day, are you truly excited about getting in the ring and whooping John Cena's ass? Let me know in the comment section.